Let's make another randomly generated piece of jewelry. Today's numbers are drawer 3, impression die 79. Here is the die we've chosen. Known as the grandfather of the modern hobo nickel movement, Ron Landis was an incredibly talented man. He co-founded the Gallery Mint in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and he even made coins for bands like the Grateful Dead. He's worked with the US Mint. He is phenomenal. He recently passed away in June of 2025, I believe, but I was honored to be able to meet him. It was probably in 2019, maybe 2020. I got to meet with him, and he brought his very small trailer in which he carved his dies on the road. He worked at Renaissance festivals for many, many years, and getting to see him work, getting to see the passion that he put into each of his designs. This is one that he carved specifically for the company that I previously worked for, Potter USA. It just means a lot to me. He was a wonderful man, and I'm excited to put this piece to work. The first thing I do is I head over to my 20-ton hydraulic press and begin to press the die. I didn't get all the detail the first time, so I annealed the metal, pressed again, and then I sawed out the shape. This is a really simple circular shape, so it went pretty quickly. And then I cleaned up all of the edges so that they were nice and smooth. Next, I cut out a second disc the same size. I covered the surface with Sharpie so that when I scribe the center line through the Sharpie, it's more visible. I'm going to turn these two pieces into a pendant, and I wanted to write something on the inside. If I knew how to engrave well, I would have engraved these, but that is not within my skill set currently. So I'm using metal stamps to stamp a short phrase on the blank disc. I then use different burrs to grind a slight curve onto a jump ring before I solder a ring onto each of the discs. I want to have as large of a surface area as possible when attaching the ring to the disc for durability. Next, I cut a short piece of tubing and insert the tube into the rings attached to the two discs. I flare out one end, at this point just enough to make sure that the two pieces can't slip off the tube. Then I flip the piece over, mark where I need to trim the tube, and repeat to flare the opposite end. This is a technique called tube riveting, and essentially I'm trapping those two pieces together by flaring the ends of the tube over. I add a jump ring to the piece and then add a patina, clean it up, sign my name, and here is the finished pendant. An anglerfish lives deep in the ocean where there is no light, and it produces its own. So I thought, with all of the darkness in the world right now, having a phrase, "you are the light," seems just like a good reminder that you can be positive and you can be the light. I love how these pieces open up. They stay closed when you're wanting them to stay closed. And just in general, I think it's a really fun, playful way to create a pendant with a hidden message. I hope you like it too. If you want to play along, I need you to leave me 2 numbers in the comments. Number 1 through 8 to determine which drawer I'll choose, and number 1 through 85 to determine which die from that drawer I'll pick. And also, I've been having people ask me to count from the right side or the left. Let me know. Include that in your comment too.